So I was in Chiang Mai last year, and I didn't join any co-workings, but over the course of my time there, I kept hearing over and over again, more and more remote nomads saying, you have to check out Alt Chiang Mai. Alt Chiang Mai is the best. Never been to a better co-working. And now I'm so curious to finally meet you. Like, who is the person behind Alt Chiang Mai?
The question is, why didn't you come to Alt Chiang Mai in the first place? Yes, who am I? My name is John. I'm from Hong Kong originally. Now I'm based in Thailand because my wife is from Thailand. And we've been there for 8 years with a family and 2 other babies, which is Alt Chiang Mai and Alt Ping River.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
So พูดไทยได้ไหม
พูดไทยได้นิดหน่อยครับ
ได้นิดหน่อย
แต่ว่าพูดเหมือนเด็ก
เหมือนกันก็ได้ค่ะได้อยู่เมืองไทยประมาณ7 ปีแล้ว
ๆโอ้เก่ง
Yeah.
มาก
Anyways, so yeah, I've been living in Thailand for a while, and it was my first time nomading in to Chiang Mai last year. And so I'm curious, like, if you want to sell everybody on Chiang Mai, what about Chiang Mai for you is like a gotta come here destination?
Well, first of all, you have the digital nomad community year-round. So I don't think there is a month that you're not going to have anyone there, despite people keep bashing on smoky season, which we didn't have one this year. We had maybe a couple of days of not so great weather. I think it's one place that you can always rely on finding someone that you can hang with. Another thing is, I think after COVID, there's also like an upgrade for the city, for the people, for everything in Chiang Mai. So if you said, I've been to Chiang Mai already, like it was okay, or oh, I liked it, but yeah, I don't have plans to go. I feel like, no, you need to come back after COVID and check out what it is like right now.
No, I mean, I agree because like I said, I've been living in Thailand for a while and I've visited Chiang Mai dozens of times. And every time I go to the city, I find a new thing to like a new unexpected place or vibe or scene. And it's one of the things that's so dynamic about it.
And also outside of Chiang Mai, the city, I also realized that 90% of the nomads who only stay for like a month or less than a month, they said, oh, I've seen Chiang Mai. No, you've seen Chiang Mai city. You haven't been outside of Chiang Mai. The most they go to is like Pai, right? There's Chiang Dao, there's Mae Hong Song, there's the rivers, there's the campsites, there's so many awesome places that if you are thinking of really exploring Chiang Mai, I really advise people to stay for at least a couple months. There's a lot more to discover.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So then you say that you have a family and you're there. So would you still consider yourself a nomad?
Well, I never really identified as a nomad, to be honest, but I do have a very, lifestyle that I have to travel a lot. So it's a tough question. Like, are you a nomad or are you not? But I'm spending most of my time in Chiang Mai these days. The interesting thing is I do engage with a lot of nomads because that's my community, right? So I basically have to engage with them on a day-to-day basis. I think I know nomads more than they know themselves. Maybe.
The words of a very good co-living owner. So I'm dying to know like all the stories you must have as a co-living owner, the things that you've had to do. Let's just say this: if you had to make a public service announcement for people in co-livings about how to behave and how to be amongst each other peaceably, what would your public service announcement be?
So there's actually a conference later on by Yeji, and she's actually from South Korea, but we share a lot of common experiences when it comes to hosting nomads. And one thing that we realize is the notion of respect is understood differently with different cultures. So just because you don't think you have disrespected people doesn't mean you did not disrespect the person. Especially in the Asia region, there's a lot of unspoken rules, which can be annoying. But also, I think as a nomad, there should be a sensitivity towards these implicit communication. So yeah, if there is a public announcement, you were saying, check rules of engagement, learn how to respect, and that would make everyone's life more easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that the nomads in your co-living follow this.
They better. They do.
So
we have a whole page of house rules that they have to sign off. Otherwise, we'll just kick them out of the country. Yeah.
You have that power. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the mayor here. Yeah.
So one of the things in your talk that really resonated with me was the image of the farmer and the hunter, the idea of giving and taking. So can you kind of expand on that idea. What do you mean by the farmer and the hunter, and how does that apply to nomads?
There's a term in Cantonese, which is Hong Kong, my mother tongue. There's a culture right now that's called the instant noodle culture. Everything has to be instantaneous. You're looking for instant gratification. You're looking for instant rewards. I think, for technology, unfortunately, it has conditioned us to be very much like short-term, short-sighted, and unfortunately, like there's a lot of things. Relationship, right? I mean, you want to have a stable relationship, right? Or I prefer a stable relationship. Businesses, right?
Yes.
You want your business to last longer, right? And I think a lot of things requires time and patience. And so the farmer mentality would be a better modality to understand, like, what does it mean to just put in stuff that you don't know when or how much is going to come out from it, but just understand that it's a continuous process that you need to keep doing, right? Whereas a hunter, you get the analogy.
Yeah.
So just try to be a farmer once in a while if you can. Yeah.
I really like the whole idea that it's all about giving, and that, like you say, it's about, you create a cycle, because when you give, then the world gives back to you. Because like here in Bansko, and when I travel, I like to teach digital nomads to do comedy, and I do it for free, just because I trust that something's going to come back in some way, and that it's going to be even bigger and better than whatever fee I would have charged for a dumb workshop. So one of the other things that really resonated in your talk was, I thought you had probably the best case of all the talks about how to survive AI. Because everybody was saying the whole time of just, well, you need to learn to work with AI and have it be part of your job and work together with it. And part of your message was just be a better person. Wait, or would you like to re-articulate what exactly you said about how we can beat the machines?
I mean, on one side, you can say if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
I think that's one way to understand the situation that we're in. On the other hand, if everyone becomes a machine, then what's the beauty in human? The chaos, the unpredictability, the romantic side of things. I'm not a romantic person to begin with, but I do think, being humans, part of being humans is just like, you don't know what the next person is going to be like, right? There's no formula to predict these things. Or how that's why people are so frustrated about relationships, right? Because there's just not enough effort and practice on the art of human relationships. So I think, on one hand, I think it's inevitable that a lot of people will become more machine-like. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I can't say, but then I would want to imagine a place where there's still a lot of human beings doing human stuff, like making babies the normal way, or just talking, and being able to express your thoughts, eloquently with words. I think that's also a beautiful thing. So yeah, trying to make a little effort in encouraging that to happen a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. So just be better people, form the community, and then what you have is better than what the machines can offer you.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know if it's popular to do a talk about forgiveness, right? Like,
what do we think, Nomad Fest organizers? Talk about forgiveness?
Everyone fucks up, right? And I think a lot of, being empathy, being compassionate is you just forgive and, let go and do something else or do something better next time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are the values that I believe in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to forgiveness, most nomads should know this, because nomads often forgive countries, right? Like, you'll go to a place and you'll have a bad experience, and then a few years later you're like, I'll give it another try, and it's the best place ever.
Sure. Or they just never go back.
Is there a place you've never gone back to?
Yeah. I don't like that person. Place. Whatever, right?
All right, so then the last question, how are you finding Bansko Nomad Fest?
Love it. I mean, this is my second time. I came here the first time really not knowing what to expect. And it was still a great time that I had. And I met a lot of people. This is Europe. I'm from Asia. So naturally, it's just harder for me to get connected with the people that I once met, and I never get to meet them again. This year, I think it's definitely, everything is just better. Like, I think the people are I want to say nicer too. Yeah, not that last year's people weren't nice, but I mean everything generally has been like just elevated. So yeah, just come and you know. Yeah,
Come and you know.
come and you know.
Well, anyways, thank you again. And again, I really enjoyed your talk. I enjoyed seeing like the values behind a co-living business, and I really look forward to checking it out next time I come to Chiang Mai.
Please come. And cut.